New tonight, a heart-wrenching discovery in a local home. More than 24 dogs found living in squalid conditions.
Officials also seizing hundreds of rats and snakes from that home. And now we're learning more about the multiple charges 2 men are facing and why one of them is no stranger to police. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian is live in studio now with the details. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, this was the scene today on Pleasant View Avenue in Smithfield as multiple agencies work to remove those animals from a home that's now been condemned. 25 dogs removed from squalid conditions inside the Smithfield home.
They were standing in their own feces, urine. So the living conditions are the basis of the charges.
Joe Warzica of the Rhode Island SPCA says 2 men are now facing charges. Michael Williams and Michael Santos, each facing more than 24 counts of animal cruelty. Warzica says a delivery person tipped them off to the conditions inside the home where multiple bulldogs and French bulldogs were living in squalor.
A lot of them were reluctant or unwilling to walk. And I don't know if it was just because they had been confined in these cages for so long. A number of different things we're going to be looking at.
Warzica says it's not the first visit they've paid to the house.
But they did remove, I believe, about 30 dogs last year from the same person. He was charged with animal cruelty. Now
that house has been condemned and the men could be facing additional charges. Meanwhile, the dogs are being cared for by various shelters, including the SPCA. But Warzica says they weren't the only animals that were apparently being bred inside the home.
So we found about 200 rats in the basement. So it appears he's breeding rats. And we found, if I had to guess, at least 100 snakes.
And coming up new at 6, we will tell you more about those snakes, including how officials say they discovered them. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
Now new details on hundreds of animals removed from a home in Smithfield.
As we reported live at 5, 2 people are facing charges after police say they found dozens of dogs living in filthy conditions.
And as Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian tells us, there were many more animals discovered in the home. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, that's right. And those 2 men are each facing more than 24 counts of animal cruelty. Police say they were breeding dogs as well as snakes and rats, and their house is now condemned. More than 24 dogs removed from this Smithfield home. The RISPCA says the conditions inside were deplorable.
They were standing in their own feces, urine.
Joe Warzica of the SPCA says Michael Williams and Michael Santos are now facing multiple counts of animal cruelty after a delivery person tipped off authorities to the squalid conditions inside the home. The dog's not the only animals apparently being bred by the 2 men.
So we found about 200 rats in the basement. So it appears he's breeding rats, and we found, if I had to guess, at least 100 snakes.
The snakes were removed by Pure Paradise Pets, who says there was a mix of ball pythons and boas, some as long as 8 feet. But despite their size, they almost went unnoticed.
We didn't find the snakes until just before we were about ready to leave. We did another, in-depth search of the property and found an outbuilding attached to the garage.
Warzica says the snakes and rats were seemingly well cared for, unlike the dogs. The mix of bulldogs and French bulldogs, 4 of them pregnant, are now at multiple shelters, including the SPCA. And Warzica tells me today the SPCA confiscated 30 dogs from the same house around this time last year. The owner was charged back then, too. Warzica says this time around, additional charges could be forthcoming. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.